This is going to be episode 7.8562-301.
I think it's 9. Well, whatever.
Well, I like my version better of that, though.
This is episode 1 of the vlog.
Yeah. Sucking in the 70s. Old man's everywhere. Hey, folks. Today, I'm Mark T, and this is Ryan G, and we're the Mark and Ryan Shore Brothers podcast. Give us some love, people. Give us some love. Yeah, give us some love. That's all you're getting. So anyways, you're going back to our podcast. Fuck you and Cocaine Bear over there. But anyways, Ryan, how you doing today, Ryan?
I'm pretty good.
Well, you know what? Today is Friday, June 21st, 2024, and we just are experiencing summer solstice. And this is a strawberry full moon. What a day to do our with the Hawaiian shirts and and we got this all going, and we got some delicious Mark IV hybrids. They're redonkulous.
They're excellent.
Broadcasting live from a bunker in Maple Ridge, British Columbia, in an undisclosed location. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm well. How are you, Uncle Marco?
Not bad, but you know what? The microphone's never hot enough for Uncle Marco, I tell you. But
no, you like it hot.
So, folks, today, this episode is we're paying tribute, and we're live on air. We're paying tribute to the Wolfman Jack, the 50s and the 60s, and anything else that comes up along the way in this podcast. But today, in some relevant news, I was a couple days ago this whole thing that's escalating in the Ukraine and Russia and all the Americans and blah blah blah, and I picked up on a little clip there of Lindsey Graham. And he was being interviewed by a reporter, and they're talking about the Third World War and all this stuff. And we're going to let you take a listen to this right now, okay? And then we'll talk about it after.
Could be the richest country in all of Europe. I don't want to give that money and those assets to Putin to share with China. If we help Ukraine now, they can become the best business partner we ever dreamed of. That $10 to $12 trillion of critical mineral assets could be used by Ukraine and the West, not given to Putin and China. This is a very big deal how Ukraine ends. Mm-hmm. Let's help them win a war we can't afford to lose. Let's find a solution to this war. But they're sitting on a gold mine to give Putin $10 or $12 trillion of critical minerals that he will share with China is ridiculous.
Sorry.
There you go, folks.
Wow.
Hallelujah.
That's ridiculous.
Save the load of past ammunition. The war pigs they're at their finest right now, folks, and you just heard it. When I clicked onto that, it made sense for me, and it's, guess what? But it's always been about that, but they just admitted it, that they don't care about Ukrainian people. All they care about is the $12 trillion worth of precious minerals there. So there you go, folks.
That's your draft. There
you go. So this
sisters and your daughters and your sons are worth $12
that's
trillion.
why you had the real movement back in the day, and you had real Democrats that were fighting, for peace, and everything's flipped. Everything, the script is flipped right now, because back then, we're going back into the it's the draft. It's crazy. So we're hold on to your hats, folks. Just enjoy your life, and have it out with the little rock over here. He's gonna make some dough. You little prick. Hey. What's wrong with you? Why are you looking at me?
I'm thinking, for a single guy, you could support a young lady from California or something. Bring him over the border and get him out of the draft.
Well, there you go.
18 to 26.
That's leading us into where Wolfman Jack became pretty famous, right? So
right. And how did he become famous?
Everywhere. Yeah, baby. Yeah, it's a Wolfman. Woo!
Wolfman had to go across the border to become famous.
Baby. Yeah. You come from Ventura Boulevard down to Sunset Strip, baby. Yeah. The Wolfman's everywhere.
For those who don't know, Wolfman Jack was a very famous disc jockey from the 60s onward. And he died at age 57 in 1995. Yeah, he'd be 86 on July 1st.
Yeah, and he became really famous in the movie American Graffiti. And it's a great soundtrack, right? And we're staring at the vinyl on the wall there right now. It brings back an innocent times in life. Yeah. But you listen to the music that was on there; it was incredible. If anybody, you should definitely go and listen to the American Graffiti soundtrack. It's incredible.
Yeah, and if you want to hear a song dedicated to the radio stations in Mexico that played Wolfman. It's a song called "Heard It on the X" by ZZ Top. And they sing about the X or border stations, and they played like music that wasn't allowed in the States. So under huge censorship, who would have thought Mexico would have been the birthplace of rock and roll?
And I just want to give a shout out to RB, and we're really sorry about your dick and it's broken. Okay, it's you might have to put you should actually be like Bobbitt there. Remember Lorraine Bobbitt and all that? And Joe, when they a guy came to a Halloween party. And some guy told me, he goes, you should, what he dressed up as?
No.
John Bobbitt, and he had his he had a sling over his shoulder, and his cock was all wound up with tape, and he had ketchup on it. That must have been a great costume, eh?
Did he win?
Oh, I don't know. He just told me. I stopped there and started laughing when I heard about his costume. So, people, there you go. That's about being creative. What are you going to use the mustard for, eh? Like the little Rocco. It stinks, Mick! It stinks! It stinks in here!
It's the pus.
Go fast parts.
The pronies.
The Buick's got go fast parts. That's all I can tell you.
RB's got pronies. So he said he woke up one day and his cock had a 90-degree angle in it.
Well, it's like, maybe you stopped too many hockey pucks with that thing there.
I think so.
Or in the head. I don't know what you want to hear. There you go. But anyways, we gave you a shout out.
Zing.
But, we're moving on here.
We feel for your fillet.
Yeah, we should just be all over the map here. But, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like I think we're just going to take a little break here and we're going to resume, and we're going to get back into a little bit of Wolfman 50s, 60s music and whatever else comes up, folks. So you know what? Stay tuned. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back on the Mark and Ryan podcast. We have a new product coming to our local retailers soon. It's Uncle Marco's Mark IV Hybrid Beers. They're absolutely redonkulous. You should try one. They're tasty.
Shit.
Ready? I don't care about the video. Cocaine Bear can fuck off. I don't care. Okay. Hey, folks. Coming back from our little break, and our delicious Mark IV
Hybrid
beers. They're very good. But yeah, we wanted to talk about the World Cup there. I'm sorry, I'm
not the World Cup.
Oh, whatever. Oh, sorry, the Euro Cup there. Sorry, I'm wearing a black armband for the Italians that lost yesterday. Yeah,
and you're just thinking about the World Cup champ Argentinians beating Canada 2-0.
That's in the Copa America there. Eh? Well, anyways, the other thing we're going to talk about there is. I seen a clip there on the news there, Justin Trudeau, and is at a podium with the mic, and all of a sudden he's coughing, and then he goes, then he leaves the mic, and he goes away to take a break, and then you see the mic pan on this podium with him not there, and a couple minutes later the camera pans over to the right, and he's sitting there talking to some security guard, and all of a sudden I think he realized the camera's on, and he started coughing again. So that leads us into the next poll that was just taken. 68% of Canadians believe that he should step down.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's a lot.
Hold on. Let's give them some love and applause on the Mark and Ryan podcast. Very, very good. Very good. Because we're applauding you as well. There you go.
Yeah, he's been in power long enough.
Yeah. We don't need to beat a dead horse, right? Because you know what? It's just
hey, man, even NHL coaches get stale, eh?
That's right, eh? That's not bad. But, so this theme, folks, and the theme of this podcast is Wolfman Jack in the 50s and the 60s and the times that were a lot different back then. So I'm going to let Dr. Ryan, narrate the next little chapter of Wolfman Jack's career in his life.
So Wolfman Jack's real name is Robert Weston Smith, and the reason he got the name Wolfman Jack was because at some point before he was a disc jockey, somebody he worked with had the name Robert Smith already, and being assholes at work, usually people try to give you a nickname. And he refused to go by that nickname and said he would only respond to Wolfman Jack.
But he already knew he was the Wolfman because he was rehearsing that shtick somewhere in the back. Maybe he was so pissed off at his coworkers, he was in the bathroom going, I'm gonna bring this character. It's a Wolfman baby. He's everywhere.
I'm gonna make him eat popsicles.
Where's the action? Come on, kid. Where's the action?
So he goes from border town in Texas, Mexico, 150,000 watt radio station, to one in Tijuana, which I guess was closer to California, right?
Yeah.
And provided for his wolf woman. He always said
it's Wolf Woman. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I just sorry.
Wolfman and Wolf Woman.
You know how you know what the research pays off, Ryan.
So he rode outlaw DJ success to American Graffiti, right? We talked about that a bit. Very famous movie with a lot of young famous actors in it.
Yeah.
And he went on to host a show called The Midnight Special. Yeah. And if you ever stay up late like me, sometimes you see infomercials.
Yeah. Isn't the Midnight Special is it the 70s, 80s?
I think late 60s to 70s.
It was in the 70s, 'cause I remember that show when I was really young, but I can't, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit before us, but like everybody performed on it. It was amazing. And some people don't know this, but he was an ordained minister in the Universal Life Church. So they called
Praise the Lord, baby.
Reverend Jack. Reverend Jack.
So that's where he practiced his shtick.
Must be. And he also did an ad for Clearasil, which I find funny.
That one there, like I said, I'm older than you, but I can vaguely remember that. But that's
I'd have to find that on YouTube.
That's kind of like when Avon calling, ding dong.
Oh,
and then it's Avon.
Do you remember, not Avon, what's the other one? Amway. Do you remember Amway?
What, the train?
No, it was like Avon, but for like, just like products. It was people sold Amway.
Oh, I remember Kmart.
So my dad worked with this guy that sold Amway, and every time he called, I'd be like, "Dad, Amway's on the phone. Amway Al's on the phone." Rest his soul. He's gone now.
That sounds. He goes, "Oh yeah.
I fell off his fence when I was a kid.
Got a hot cargo. What you got in that truck?"
Right? Oh yeah. One time, Amway had a matching parts '69 Camaro RSSS ragtop sitting in pieces, and my dad had just bought his first house. Was tapped out and couldn't afford. He wanted like something stupid, $5,000 for it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he couldn't buy it. My dad was kicking himself the whole time.
Well, I guess, right? Well, there's my muscle cars that have gotten away and slipped away. Where guess what?
There's always a couple.
It wasn't meant to be, but that's
right.
Well, going back to the theme of American Graffiti and the Wolfman
muscle cars.
So just like Sunset Strip. So just talking about muscle cars and all that. Just imagine back then, if when you watched American Graffiti the movie.
All the cars in it,
just put yourself back in that time, in that era. It must have been just incredible because the world is a different place right now.
Right.
And that would have been awesome. When I first moved to my family's first house in East Vancouver, it was by Old Wally's Burgers. And I used to sit there when I was 11 years old on the swings at night when you could, and you're as long as you're home by a certain time.
Yeah.
I watched cars drag racing on Kingsway.
Wow.
That was cool.
Did Wally's have the girls with the...
They had roller skates back in the 70s, 60s. It was around the original owner. That was the whole reason why. Right. So people used to go there back in the early 70s, 60s, and used to park muscle cars. And you drag race down Kingsway.
Wow. Yeah, it's a lot different now.
It sure is. You can't do that.
Like over a weekend, you and your buddies could swap engines out of anything.
Yeah.
And now, who does that?
Well,
Nobody.
I used to spend my weekends, excuse me, going to Langley, Latimer Road and Harvey Road.
Yeah.
And we sit there and go chase the tour around. We watch all the drag racing.
Right.
On the street. And then I started bringing my cars when I got a car, right? And I started dragging on the street. It was a lot of fun.
When I was a kid, I could hear them at Westwood Plateau racing.
Yeah.
I think there was actual strip, though.
Westwood Plateau wasn't a drag strip. It was like a rally track and shit. No, Mission Raceway was always the drag strip here, right?
I could hear something racing.
Well, they had a track up there. They had different types of racing too. They had dirt, they had everything, right?
Huh. Not anymore.
No, how about the drag boats? I don't think I've ever seen the drag. I might have seen them once. That was a long time ago. But that's cool to listen to them right on the river, right? But that's what I'm trying to say. So the music and the era and the lifestyle and cars were. I mean, I wish, it's changed so much.
Fucking smoking was good for you.
The Marlboro Man was on there, eh?
9 out of 10 doctors smoke Camels.
Like the Marlboro. Remember the Marlboro Man? Kind of looked like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, a little bit. Sam Elliott.
I'm sure that was Clint Eastwood in there in disguise, eh?
Probably.
Well, you bum, do you?
Hey, we'll give you cartons for life.
If I've used 5 or 6 shots. That was a great movie, though. And even like Gran Torino, won't get into that, but Gran Torino was that was like our, it's funny when he did Gran Torino that he played that old guy.
Yeah.
It's like he was almost like doing a version of Archie Bunker. It's like he did it on purpose.
Right.
Like
he's
a grumpy old man. Racist old European guy. Get off my lawn.
Right.
And there's garden gnomes that are they're a little bit bigger than you, though, I tell you. In that
little
movie.
bit.
Well, that's what started when he brought the gun out. Somebody broke his garden gnome. He was very upset.
Yeah, it would be too.
My lawn.
Break my fucking gnomes.
He broke. It was probably like a 50-cent piece back in the day.
My wife painted that.
Yeah, it's like I think we're getting like we can't start neglecting the Rock here, and
we haven't mentioned him at all yet.
And the Oscar the Grouch, I don't know what you did with him.
He's gone.
What happened?
He's working on a Roro.
Oh God! I liked Oscar. I liked when you had this thing against the wall, and then Oscar kept falling off he was falling out of the forklift.
Right? Yeah.
And I had to keep picking him up. It's like he was. Yeah.
I'd like to thank my friend Katie for this fucking beauty.
Katie Lang? Is she still around, or?
It's a he. Although he's got kind of a girl's name.
Oh, Katie Lang, I tell you. So, I mean, how about, since, we're just like kind of lost in space here right now, folks. It's kind of our day off, and we're
coming to you live.
And we're coming to you live from an undisclosed location in a bunker in Maple Ridge, British Columbia. And I mean, we're on holidays right now. We're enjoying life. I mean,
we are.
I forgot the. I walked in the door this morning, and the cat was fucking the dog, and the old lady left with the mailman's. And there was a note there, and it says, you owe me half, sucker.
Better than the milkman.
Wow, he's not.
Or the cable guy.
The milkman. Well, it was the milkman. So
cable guy felt sorry for you, so he gave you the free cable.
At least you know what? The least I give the milkman credit. He left me a tip for his last bill.
Just the tip.
He gave me a tip, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I don't have much more on Wolfman other than the Guess Who wrote a song called "Clap for the Wolfman."
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, like,
cool.
it's a pretty cool history of Wolfman Jack, and and he basically started rock these music stations as we know it.
Right.
Like that you still have to this day with like FM radio disc jockeys and hosts, right? Either than Red Robertson, like back here locally, but you had cool people, right? They're broadcasters or hosts, right?
He wasn't just a broadcaster or a host. He sold snake oil too. At one point in the 60s, he was making the station up towards $150,000 a week.
Where's the action? Where was his action? Where was his suitcase full of cash?
I don't know. He's probably given half of it to the Mexican government, but
that's what I was gonna remember. So do you think the cartels were around back then? Going, the gangsters were there.
Yeah, there's always in gangsters. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in Russia, you think
red hair and
you got everything. You got
tequila.
All these, the Illuminats.
I heard they were moving in on not avocados, limes. The mafia was taking up lime.
Do you want to hear hold on a sec. I just don't want to interrupt you. Do you want to hear my deviated septum?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sung it in the 70s.
Oh my God.
Give the brother Showman some love with that deviated septum.
Did you get high?
That was a residual from 1982. Thanks.
Okay, Pablo.
Reef. Well, yeah. I wonder, do you got any comments on your fan club there?
No.
MK Ultra.
Try Ryan's Good Time Gummies.
Try Ryan's Good Time Gummies.
You'll have the best sleep of your life.
Oh, I bet you will. Okay, you know what? I totally forgot how to do the commercials now because you know what? The Mark VAR beers are so redonkulous.
They are.
And they're redonkulous. I remember we talked about that. When I heard redonkulous, I go, that's, it's pretty good. I like that word. Is it a real word anyways?
I don't know. We'll have to check.
Why don't we just, like I said, we're saving that for another episode, but let's just dive into the Ethiopian Bible and the church that's buried under the ground. Okay, we're not going to get into that, folks.
That'll be in the future.
That's coming up here for the end times prophecy. Ilios,
the Mark Stradamus.
Ilios Illmeyer about his he was a psychic from
Bavaria.
Bavaria.
Yeah.
And you listen to his stuff, and he even predicted his day is going to die. It's
pretty wild.
It's pretty wild. So you listen to that. But anyways, folks, we're going to take a short break here again. We're getting old. We need some Geritol. We need some hoots, and we need to drink some more beer. So we'll be right back on the Mark and Ryan podcast.
Dick's Nuts. Hello, my name is Ryan Groening. I'm the author of a Friesen Press published children's book called Horace and Boris. Follow Horace the Horse on a fantastical journey illustrated masterfully by the talented Andrea Gibson. Our family fun book is available everywhere books are sold online and exclusively at Beyond Books and Tea in beautiful Maple Ridge, BC, Canada.
Okay, folks, we're coming back from another commercial for Berger and a redonkulous Mark VAR hybrid. How you doing, Ryan? What's going on? We forgot to give us some love again today. Because nobody else will, I tell you. Just like those guest callers. Folks, we're going to get to another segment of, down the road, another episode of Gong the Guest. That you're going to whack them.
Well, not if they actually show up.
Well, if they don't, we won't whack them off the program there, eh? When we talked about Ernest Angley there, and he gives out concussions when you get saved, eh? What do you got over there? What are you doing there with the little monkey there? Eh? Well, you got I see there, yeah, we're still. You can hear that. We know you're out there, Jimmy T. And you have a nice day, Benito.
Yeah, I don't know where he is, but
he's around.
We're doing better.
I think I seen his ghost last night.
Hey, is he pale?
Oh, I don't know. That's not the point there. But so, anyways, we're talking about what's on our list of things to do here.
It's the summer solstice, bro. First day of summer today.
That's what we're doing. We're partying, folks. We're having a good time. We got the Hawaiian shirts on.
Beers on the patio.
Beers on the patio. Looking at the side fence, the neighbor's fence. It looks good. It's in chocolate brown. I really like it, I tell you.
There's a river like a block away.
No, if you want to add a river over there, you just piss in a trough and it'll come just like the Phantom Pisser there. I wonder if he's AWOL. He's asking me to come back yet. Eh?
Nope.
I don't think you're going to see him again there.
I don't think they'll let him back.
I don't want to
could be banned for life.
Right, I don't want to scream your eardrum, okay? Don't assault me. Oops.
Whoops.
Anyways, what's next on the ticker tape parade there?
Well, we're talking about the Wolfman in the 60s. And, leads into your favorite, Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly there. That'll be the day when I die. I mean, like I said, love of Texas. And, I wish I could turn back the clock and be there. And
They're like, don't get on the plane, bro.
Yeah, that was Waylon Jennings, too, eh?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Waylon.
Yeah.
The buses they were traveling in, touring, heaters broke, and it gave a couple guys colds.
Yeah.
So the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, and Waylon Jennings were supposed to get on the plane that crashed, but Waylon gave his seat up to the Buddy.
Yeah. I wonder if Cocaine Bear was on that plane.
I don't know.
He might have been, eh?
Well, so many guys have died on planes. Like you can't even count.
I mean, it's just, this we're talking about Buddy Holly, but just the times. That was all going on in the world. And then, then you fast forward to the 60s, and you had, John F. K., he got whacked. It's just, what a crazy time in the world. It's just, but there was still rock and roll. There were still guys like Wolfman Jack. And it's like every generation, everybody needs a symbol or something to outdo the next one. And, they're coming out of the 40s and the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah.
And look, that was basically like a revolution.
Get this. Elvis hears Waylon Jennings on the radio,
Yeah.
and calls in to request Elvis, and they won't play him. He's banned, like censored.
Really?
So he had to call Wolfman Jack and get Elvis played on the X.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy. He was that desperate.
Yeah.
I guess,
They wouldn't play him.
Well, I guess there was only one Priscilla around, eh?
Right? Yeah.
Another one would cost you half the mansion.
And the Beach Boys, Chuck Berry.
Yeah, the Beach Boys, that was the sound of California, right?
Yeah, it was.
The surfing and that. I mean, but that's what I'm saying is Wolfman was around for that. He was here in the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s.
Yeah.
And he's seen all these. He what a ride he must have.
Even into the 90s, he would have saw Nirvana even.
But still, yeah, but but that's modern. But I'm just talking about when you go through that
he
decade
saw it all.
of the late let's say 59 to 69 into the early 70s.
Right.
That 12-year run. I mean, that must have been just because you've seen 3 decades, the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Are going.
Yeah.
Just literally in the 50s is like, you know what? You look at 50s America.
Right.
And then all of a sudden there was a big shift coming, and then the drug culture and the music and rock and roll.
War.
And then the war. Well, there's always wars because, they need to make some cash for the, military industrial complex. Like Lindsey Graham said there.
Well, they're broke.
No way I'm letting Vladimir have that money. Da, 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 da. Look at my comrade friends. It's too bad they didn't get a chance. They were banned from the Euros. They should be allowed to play in there. Never mind. Anyways, they got a good soccer team. So,
yeah, I bet.
Yeah, a lot of the Slavic countries do, but I mean, like I said, Slovenia. They all got good quality players, and I mean, it's. I mean, I'll watch the game tomorrow because I got some skin in the game there. I think
if they play, we'll see.
They're gonna play. They'll play. They'll play. That's just not like, I said, apparently that was a reporter that made some bad, from what I understand, that made some, nationalistic comments towards the Serbian nation and people.
Right.
And, I heard about it after. It's not cool. I mean, because there's good and bad in every country and race. And you know what? It's this is a tournament. It's,
right.
It's not about...
supposed to be peaceful.
It's not about, raising rhetoric fervor, right?
Raising a ruckus.
Fervor, right? You don't want everybody, it's not Nazi Germany, not yet. But if we let it go there, folks, that's where we're at, because that's what's going to happen. So you hear about, they interviewed a few of the presidents and prime ministers of countries in Europe, and they're all being candid, and they're all being calm. You can tell they're saying, hey, in 3 months there's going to be a war if things don't change, and it's coming. So, I mean, we'll see if the Mark and Ryan podcast is still around in 4 or 5 months. If we're broadcasting, everything's okay. Or you'll hear the emergency alert. Beep.
Beep. Well, happy Father's Day, belated, by the way.
Yeah, happy belated Father's Day to you, too. Yeah, we're both fathers. Yeah, I forgot to mention, I got to give a shout-out. I was at my niece's wedding in Parksville last week, and to all those nice Alberta people that I met, go Canucks, go! Ha ha! Anyways, I'll leave it at that.
Some Smokies, eh?
I'll leave it at that. There's a bit of a shit show, but that's when Uncle Marco shows up. There's always there's a bit of a shit show.
Fucking back to Rodney Dangerfield.
Wait, he was around. Rodney's been around a long time. Yeah.
He had so many dad jokes. He goes, asked my dad if I could go ice skating on the pond. He told me to wait till it got warmer. Yeah? Asked my dad how to get my kite in the air. He told me to run off a cliff. My old man didn't like my looks either. He kept a picture of the kid that came with the wallet.
I've used that one at work.
Have you?
I've used that. I used to use that one a long time ago.
That one's funny.
I go, so this is my girlfriend. So I gotta show you the wallet. I go, what is that?
Wallet.
Is that the picture that came with it? And then the other one is, right, you know what? I go, listen, you got $10 I can lend you off? Yeah.
I don't have $5.
And no, he goes, and then the guy goes, no, like 4 times, and he's, I know he's got cash, and you just want to show me. I go, what do I got to do? Get the paramedics here with the jaws of life? What do you, when you open it up, is there a mushroom cloud of dust that comes out of that thing, or what? Yeah, that's what happens, you cheap motherfuckers out there. And Cocaine Bear, you could fuck off. And you listen, kiddies, You don't go and hang around with Cocaine Bear. He's trouble.
He's super trouble.
He's trouble, Cocaine Bear.
Speaking of bears, would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to communicate with animals?
Speak every language in the world. Bears I can always shoot. Fuck them.
Okay. You don't want to be able to
now I can eat you, comrade.
You could tell
comrade, I can eat you now.
You could tell every rat in the city to go and do shit.
You know, I stole. You know what? You know, you're very lucky.
Be the rat king.
You're very lucky that you left the darts over there. Because I got the dart part. I'll bring over some Nerf darts if that helps. Okay. At least they don't got pointy.
Some lawn darts.
Yeah,
I'm not old.
Oh yeah, lawn darts. You know what's funny? You can't buy lawn darts, the original steel ones. They're outlawed.
They're
outlawed. Well, I bet. What about at a yard sale or garage sale?
You could buy them there.
I want to buy the real ones. I want to really play a good game of lawn darts.
You know what else you couldn't get? You know when the kids go in the thing with the wheels and they like run around in the wheels?
What's that?
Like the wheelie carts? It's like you stick your kid in it when they're a toddler and learning to walk, and they like run around in like
is that kind of like
on wheels.
Is that like a go-kart?
Yeah, it's like no.
Did it have an engine on it?
No.
Did it do burnouts?
If it went down the stairs, it could.
Did it do a burnout or no?
Those were outlawed too. We had to go to the States and get one for Violet.
Oh, yeah, what was remember Big Wheel like the
they make adult big wheels.
Do they?
Yeah, you can drift in them.
Well,
like powered ones.
Is it like? Oh, I'm sure it's high tech. I bet it's not like $69.99.
No, it's probably like add another $9 or $9 to that.
And the parents had to save for like 6 months to buy the little Johnny, the Christmas present, $69.99. Just like Uncle Marco's homemade pizza. I'm short staffed, folks. I'll actually put a sign in the window on my pizza shop, and it says, looking to hire. Because everybody's going crazy for these Uncle Marco's homemade pizza. They're absolutely fabulous. We got the boxes coming soon. Don't worry, folks. Right now, we got to hand deliver them piping hot. That's it.
That's right.
Well, you know, folks, we're having a lazy brain. We're having a lazy fart brain day today. I don't know why. Maybe it's the energy of the strawberry full moon.
You know what pirate patches are for?
Pirate packs?
Patch.
Yeah, packs. Okay.
For boarding ships.
Oh. Do they have a pirate pack with them?
No.
You know what's funny? I asked.
But they went for the coins
when I was over on the. Where did I go there? Well, White Spot
Spot.
Somebody.
Hey, they ain't paying us for this.
And somebody asked for a fucking.
A pirate pack?
Yeah. Do you have the pack? But they didn't order the pirate pack. They just wanted to give it to their kid. I guess. That's a free version of here. Can I just grab that? Or
yeah, that's like asking for the Burger King, fucking crown without ordering Burger King.
Is that Burger King? Where's the other one? No, the Jack in the Box. You ever see those Jack in the Box?
On the antenna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my old roommate thought, I should have
stole mine.
I should have fucking stole it off him when I left. He would have went nuts. He was an asshole.
Megan's got a Minnie Mouse now.
Minnie Mouse?
Yeah.
How about Speedy Gonzales?
That'd be good.
You know, how about the Great Gazoo? You know, he's from the Flintstones. Yeah. Barney. It's Spider Rico. It's like he's coming in. I like your little cute little monkey there. He's having a nice time on your boom stand there, eh?
Yeah, everybody likes my monkey.
You know, folks, I think this is the end of our career. It's just like we've run out of things to talk about already. It's just like that's what happens.
Stop talking about my monkey.
Well, when you fucking when you get stoned and you drink some beer, it's like things change. And so this is kind of like a mini holiday today. Oh, I see Oscar over there. You got the forklift hiding. Did you burn Oscar?
Nope.
I thought you were gonna take some lighter fluid and let him on fire, and play Jimi Hendrix on the floor. Yeah.
Nope. No. Not 12 anymore. And I never burnt my G.I. Joes.
Listen, I am 12 years old.
Oh.
I'm reincarnated as a 12-year-old right now.
My worst loss for toys ever occurred around a lamp my mom had. Mm-hmm. So I had all my guys around this lamp like it was a star. Because, they're Transformers in space.
Okay.
But Dad comes home with a load of wood, whatever, for camping. I go to help him. The fucking Transformers melt and start the curtains on fire. Wow. Almost burnt the house down.
Holy shit, eh?
And I lost all my good ones. Hot Rod, fucking Ratchet, all of them.
It's like that big fire last night.
The only guy I got left is fucking Optimus because he's made of metal. But he's pretty beat up.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Optimus Prime. He's pretty good. That was a pretty good movie. It's like Toy Story. That was when it first came out. It was neat.
Right.
It was
Something
neat.
different.
It was something different, right? It was kind of like, I mean, that's Hollywood. That's Walt Disney, wasn't it? Or I don't know who produced that, but
Yeah.
so that's another creepy story to get into when you go to where is it? Disneyland. There's a private door
Yeah.
for private club members, and it's for the elite club members, and there's some really wacky shit going on in there. So, people were talking about stories that got invited in there, and they seen it, and they're like, well, it's like,
Right.
oh yeah, you got to be somebody's got to bring you in as a guest, and it's like, apparently it's anything goes. I think the Queen was in there doing the eight-legged funky spider playing New Twister before she died. She dropped,
The Queen, eh?
and then Cocaine Bear was dancing with her and goes, "Come on, Granny, let's go."
I don't know. Is that what killed her? Cocaine Bear?
It could be a Granny banging her.
Granny binging.
Are you okay? Hello, is there anybody in there?
My face is melting.
Is there anyone at home?
I haven't even eaten those
Relax.
mushrooms yet.
Well, I wouldn't if I were you there. But that's
I'm saving them for the
you
bushes.
saving the flavor.
Saving for the bushes, not
Yeah,
the flavor.
So, we folks in the I think in the next episode there. I don't know if that's going to be we've done some research now, and there's some kids out there that are listening with the pastor. I know I was being weird. So we are behaving
weird.
ourselves. We are behaving ourselves and being respectful, and we're gonna dive into the missing years of Jesus, and we're gonna talk about the Ethiopian Bible and the church that they have in Ethiopia on the ground, and maybe we'll throw in some Rasputin there. I like Rasputin. He thought he was a man of God. I think he did a good job there. Go Rasputin, go! But there's lots of things we're going to talk about in that episode, right? And maybe we'll bring up Elias Ilmayer, which is from Bulgaria. So we'll tie a whole bunch of stuff together, and there's 88 books of that Egyptian Bible in the King James version. The Catholicism version, there was 66, so that's very interesting, and they probably don't want to tell you about the aliens that are here right now that are ready to eat you. Oh, yeah.
A lot of it deals with the swoon hypothesis as well.
Yeah. How about biodigital convergence?
The swoon hypothesis is that he survived crucifixion.
I said, what? Okay, so we got to talk. So we'll talk about Father Pio, Padre Pio.
Oh,
And we'll talk about him in that episode because he's got the wounds of stigmata, right? And the scars. And he was the real deal. So a lot of people, it's funny. I mean, not to get into, this ain't a religious look at things. It's just like I said. He go look at him. He was the real deal. He was sanctified by the Roman Catholic Church. But anyways, we'll get into that next time. But folks, I think for now we're going to close this segment and this episode out. And it's been a slice. This is the Mark and Ryan podcast, the Shore Brothers. Have a great day.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? Poor old lang syne, my dear, poor old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. And there's a hand, my trusty friend, and gives a hand of thine. We'll take right good will wot for old lang syne. dear,